Alpha, it's not fair. If people don't like me for having a tattoo, then screw them. Gentlemen, here's the truth. Life is about choices, and if you choose to be a dumbass and get something tattooed on your face, don't get mad at them when they don't want to hire you. What's up, gentlemen? So today's video falls under the category of you might not like what I have to say, but I'm not wrong. So let me get this out of the way up front. All right, I love tattoos, right? They have the ability to make you look like a huge badass. They're also an amazing way to express your individual style, but there's a fine line between badass tattoos and dumbass tattoos. And I know dumbass tattoos because I had two of them. Today, I'm gonna go over a few tattoo rules that you should always follow, all right, in my opinion. Now, you're not gonna like my opinion if you've actually done some of the stupid ass things that I'm gonna talk about, but I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about you guys out there that are thinking about getting ink did. Before you do, does it follow these rules? First, tattoo rule, do not get a tattoo before the age of 21. Now, even though you may be able to do it at 18, or if your parents are like great parents and they're like, yeah, come on, Billy, I'll sign for you to get a tattoo, which is what my mom did because she was a hippie and she was like, yeah, express yourself. Unfortunately, I expressed myself and I looked like an idiot. 21 years old is what I would recommend. If you're below that, don't do it because you will regret whatever you get. You're impulsive, your testosterone level is cranking, you're gonna think something's awesome and you're gonna love it for the rest of your life, but you won't, I promise. Which brings me to the second tattoo rule, and that is don't do anything impulsive or spur of the moment, right? Tattoos, when done right and when thought about and planned out, amazing, right? If you got a good story behind something, incredible. But if you're somebody that's just like, yeah, let's do it. Yo, I'm in Panama City with my boys. Let's go all get matching tattoos. This is one of the recipes for tattoo disaster. You're gonna look like a douche and all your boys are gonna look like a douche as well. Do not be impulsive with your tattoos, all right? Which brings me to the third tattoo rule. Have a story, have a meaning. Don't just pick something off a wall. If there's something that you want, you've got to think about it, plan it, right? Maybe work with the artist, the tattoo designer. Think about it so that when somebody asks you, oh, what does that represent? Or why did you get a koala bear on your testicle? You can be like, oh, I love koala bears. Am I nuts? They're awesome. A great tattoo has meaning. It's got a story. It's got something that you can actually tell somebody when they ask you, because that's one of the amazing things about good tattoos. They're conversation starters, right? But if your conversation starts and ends with, I don't know, it doesn't work. Now's the point of the show where I'm going to start pissing some people off. Where not to get tattoos. Never, ever get them on your face, your neck, or your hands, or else you're gonna look a little bit trashy. And by a little bit trashy, you're going to look trashy. Your body, right? You got a lot of skin on it. Why would you do anything to your face, your neck, or your hand? People will not respect you the way that you deserve to be respected. Now, you're like, yo, it's not fair. If they don't like it, doesn't matter. It's the reality. Life is not fair. If you're choosing to put a stamp on your body that lets people know I made a horrible decision, all right, don't be mad when they don't want to hire you, they don't want to date you, they don't want to be your friend. Now, once again, it's not fair, but neither is life. All right, next rule. Understand that tribal tattoos make you look like white trash. I'm just laying it out there. Think of tribal tattoos as kind of like the Ed Hardy affliction, you know, sort of version of tattoos. Like also, anything like standalone bands on your arms, that also makes you look a little white trashy. Tribal bands? That is like the creme de la creme of white trashiness. The next rule, anything you think is cute in terms of a tattoo, it's not gonna be cute. It's not cute. Nobody thinks it's cute. This also goes for anything funny. If you think that something's funny, it's probably a really horrible idea to get it actually done and tattooed on your body. Because even though it might be funny or trendy right now, it's not gonna be in 6 months from now. Now let's talk about putting your ugly ass kid and your dogs and portraits of your family members on your body. Another horrible idea. And the reason, even though it's got good meaning, right? You're like, yo, I have kids. I love my kids. I wanna get them tattooed on my pecs, right? They never look good, ever. They never, ever, ever look good. And when people see them, they're gonna be like, oh, who's that? And you're like, it's my kid, right? You're all super proud, and they're like, that's interesting, right? Gentlemen, don't get portraits of people on your body. And never, next rule, never, ever tattoo anyone's name on your body. That is a girlfriend, a significant other, somebody that you have a crush on, or even your wife, because at some point they may not be. And it's very, very, very difficult to explain explain why you got Janice on your shoulder when you're trying to sleep with Brenda. She's gonna be like, who's Janice? My grandma. It's my grandma's name. But I love her. She's my soulmate. We're always gonna be together. No. Chances are you're probably not. You're gonna have some ungrateful kids that you're gonna probably get tattooed on your body and are gonna look all weird and ugly and messed up. Next up, let's talk about affiliation with sexual or social groups. All right, whether or not it's a rainbow flag, the fact that you're a Democrat, or if there's a symbol for like identifying as trans qualification, like whatever. If there's something that you're putting on your body to identify you with a specific group, just understand that you are going to alienate a lot of people that don't necessarily align with your beliefs. But I don't even care if they don't like me because I'm gay or I'm trans or whatever, or I'm a Democrat or Republican, right? I don't even care. Well, that's fine. You don't have to care, but just understand that you are going to limit and alienate people. You're also going to have to work extra hard a lot of times in order to overcome people's perceptions or just their ignorance when it comes to certain groups. And so I'm not saying this to be a dick or anything. I'm just letting you know that if you choose to wear your stance or your perspective or your beliefs on your sleeve, people are not going to always agree with you. The next tattoo rule is if you get something that you're not wild about, it's not a good idea to always cover it with something bigger that you may not like later. One of the big mistakes a lot of people make is they'll get a bad tattoo and they'll be like, damn, this sucks, right? I'm going to cover it with a giant lion. And then you're like, damn, why the fuck did I get a giant lion on my butt cheek? Truth that it would have cost you just a few $100s and a little bit of time to go in and get it removed, but tattoo removal is a thing. It's incredibly effective. Now, for me, I had my 2 tattoos removed because I was embarrassed, right? Every time I would be in public and I'd maybe have my shirt off or I'd be wearing like shorts, I would be embarrassed. Like, and especially if I walked by somebody that had like cool tattoos, I'd be like, okay, yep, I'm a huge douche. Totally. And I admit it. I was an idiot. I was young. I made an impulsive choice to get something that I didn't love. I didn't know what I was getting. I just wanted something. And I thought, oh, this is cool. It wasn't about actually thinking it through or planning it. And if I would have waited until I was 21, I would have gotten something much bigger and definitely much more stupid. I just wanted a tattoo. I just thought it was going to be cool and I ended up regretting it. And so I made the choice, you know what? I'm going to go in and actually have it removed. It cost $800 to get like a series of treatments. They blasted the moon and the bumblebee at the same time. And it took about 2 years of going in about once every like few months to get a treatment for them to be removed. But the good news is that now I don't have any tattoos. I've thought about getting more, but I also realize I'm not responsible. I love the look of badass tattoos, but I am a dumbass.